What is up, everybody? Welcome to Motivation Monday. This is Killer K-Rail, and this...
Jill Molshan, how are you guys? Happy Monday.
We're live in the house. We're actually in the undisclosed location of the garage gym today because it's 38 degrees outside in Park City, Utah.
And raining.
And raining. And
Although it's beautiful. I mean, it's gorgeous, but...
It is. We'll take it. We need the rain. We need the rain. We need the grass to stay green. We don't want any forest fires to come. Hold on. We just got a little message come in. Okay. Today, folks, we're going over these babies. Sometimes called resistance bands, sometimes called resistance tubing, sometimes called resistance band tubing. Just know that there's a couple different types. We ran a series of exercises a couple weeks ago with the resistance bands that you put around your ankles and your wrists and stuff. I tend to call those loops because they're shaped like a loop and they're more like a rubber band. And usually I just call these resistance bands. The big difference, obviously, is the handle attached. All the rules still apply the same. So they're all color coordinated. Jill's going to be demonstrating exercises behind me, by the way, while we're talking.
And in the spirit of what you can still find for exercise equipment to be working out at home, this is why we chose this. I was at TJ Maxx yesterday with my mom, who's visiting town, and I actually saw these they're like a few dollars. They were at TJ Maxx. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them anywhere. But we're not going to steer you in the direction of doing exercises with things you can't find right now.
Right.
You can find, and they're so inexpensive.
Super inexpensive. I can't find kettlebells, by the way. If any of you have a 36 kilogram kettlebell you want to sell me, PM me. Anyway, color coordinated. Yellow. The lighter the color, the easier it is. Yellow is pretty easy. This one's blue. It's a little harder. This one's green. It's a little harder. This one's black. It's a little harder. So once again, the color coordination goes as follows. The lighter the color, the easier the resistance. So if you want to do a beefcake exercise, then you're going to want to add a heavier band to your workouts and your protocols. Like bicep curls, you can go pretty heavy with. When you're doing back rows, actually, Jill, let's jump back to the pull-up bar back there and show people how to use a pull-up bar to your advantage. Let's see if I can make sure everybody's in frame here. Okay, so this is an adjustable pull-up bar I have, so she's going to brace it at the bottom. I'm going to do a side angle. I'm the cameraman today.
And for, probably what, $20 or $30 at the most, you can buy a pull-up bar to put in your doorway.
Yeah,
The
totally.
amount of exercises you can do when you've attached your band up, like from a higher location, it just changes everything. We happen to have like little eye hooks at the bottom of our undisclosed location, so we can loop it and do exercises from low to high. But most people have the advantage of going high to low, either by closing it in a doorway. I think sometimes that it can jump out and it's not as safe as getting it around a pull-up bar. But from here, we can do so many different exercises. Okay, so I'm going to stabilize here. Lat pull. Okay, you can go one arm lat pull.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Okay, with a twist. You can do double arm lat pull. Okay, and then you can flip it around.
And then go right into your chest.
Yeah, you can flip it around and go into your chest. This one's super high for me. And I'm just super short. Did anybody notice that yet? That I'm super short?
I didn't notice.
I'm like 4'11".
I do want to bring this to your attention, folks, as Jill is doing her chest press.
Chest press.
Look at that, brilliant.
Oh my gosh, and from here...
This is called getting creative,
You
too.
can do chest flies.
There's so many ways you can use resistance bands. It's not even funny. We're only scratching the surface. Some of them come with an apparatus like this. So my resistance bands have these carabiner clips on the end. So this is a more high-grade type resistance band. So my handles have a clip where you can pop these in and out, and then you can add multiple bands to it to make it really strong. So if that lat pull down isn't enough beefcake for you, you can put 2 or 3 bands up there. Then you're talking some serious resistance. And then you have a gadget like this. If you people out there, any of you have TRX suspension trainers or a rip trainer, you'll notice it comes with one of these. So you can slide this into a door, lock it on the one side, close the door, and then you can hook your bands into this clip. And then you can do some rotations and some pulls and different things like that. So Jill's doing an amazing tricep extension right there. Look at those triceps, Jill. Woo! Looks like you're about to take stage. And then you can couple that up with a bicep curl right after, so you can go back and forth. That's another thing about the resistance bands is their ease of use. You can go from one exercise to the next in a matter of seconds, just by a quick foot position change or flipping it over the top of an object like that, the stationary, and you can quickly burn out a whole entire workout, target all your muscle groups, and then we'll go back to what Jill's famous for, and that is getting a lot of stuff done in a short amount of time for people that are busy, like her, having 2 kids and stuff like that, and having to, schooling is now over, but the homeschooling thing, when she had to fit workouts in, she didn't miss a beat.
I didn't. It was a lot more condensed, but I didn't miss a beat.
Well, I think it's phenomenal to be able to stay in this kind of shape, 40 plus, and be able to do things that are very simple to do from home.
44 in a couple weeks, baby. Double fours.
That's
Four,
right. Your
four.
birthday's coming up. I forgot
That's
all about
right.
that. Anyway, there's our tutorial for the resistance bands. Now, stay tuned the rest of this week because Jill and I are going to take a deeper dive in the resistance bands. We're going to go a little bit beyond the fourth wall with these and show you some cool exercises you may not be doing, and we're going to show you some fun partner exercises you can do with your resistance bands as well. You have anything else to add?
But this is the best core exercise on earth.
That's your go-to exercise.
This is always my go-to exercise because I'm a woman. I don't want to build too much girth in my core, but I do like that defining line on either side, right? Because then it just kind of adds, even if I'm feeling a little pudgy some days, having that line defines everything, right? But that exercise works everything right here. Okay, and you can do that with a simple resistance band. I remember what, gosh, it had to have been, 8 years ago, because this would have been an Olympic year. There was a female swimmer, and they said, "How do you stay so ripped?" And she said,
remember. It was
I don't remember what
was her
name
name.
was. It was a dark hair, and she was older.
Her back was like this big. And
seriously, and she was like 40 years old.
Yes, she was 40.
Up against a 20-year-old. And she said, "I only do resistance band
remember.
shooting." She said, "It keeps me from getting injured." She said, "And it keeps me strong, like more strength than I've ever had in my life."
It was the 2012 Summer Olympics, and I forget who it was, but I remember that story. It was awesome.
Or 2020, yeah, so that was like 8 years ago.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, that's it for now. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to hit up me or Miss Lovely Jill.
Come back tomorrow. We're
Have a
gonna
lovely-
start it. We're going to start to build that workout.
Yep.
You guys are going to then have underneath your belt, you're going to have glide discs. You're going to have ankle bands.
You're going to have health wands. You're going to have
health wands, and you're going to have resistance tubing. Honestly, if you buy all this stuff, guys, you've just got a home gym for like 50
100 years.
bucks.
For 100 years.
For 100 years and
100 years
50
of workouts.
bucks.
Where do I sign up for that? I'm already signed up. I don't have to sign up anymore. Okay, have a great Motivation Monday. Go out there and do something that's motivating. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if it's snowing. I don't care if it's sunny, hot, humid, if the gnats are in your face. Don't let them get in your eyes. That's a pain. But go out there and love somebody today and make today the greatest day of your life and treat everyone that comes into the room like they're the greatest person you've ever met.
You gotta love somebody.
Can't wait. Till tomorrow.